Hello everyone, in this section we will talk about Java programming for software testing. So before we begin to explain Java programming, we will ask ourselves, why do testers learn programming? You might be thinking, okay, I work as a software tester, or I am studying now this course in order to apply for a software tester job. I just need to write our test cases, or when I execute the software, I need to write defect reports. I need to perform API testing, performance testing, and database testing, all the types of testing that we talked about throughout this course. Most of those types don't require programming or coding in order to do them. So why do I invest some amount of my time in order to learn programming? Well, there are two main reasons to learn programming. The first one is white box testing. In some companies, the tester performs white box testing. Like we explained in the white box test techniques section, we have statement coverage, decision coverage, and path coverage, and other white box techniques. So in order to apply those techniques efficiently, you need to understand the programming language that the software was built using. So for example, if this is a website that is built with JavaScript, in this case you need to learn JavaScript in order to perform white box testing on this website. If this is an application that's built with Dart or Java or Swift, for example, in iOS applications, in this case you need to learn this programming language and apply the white box techniques using it. So this is the first reason why do we need to learn programming. The other reason, and the more important reason, is test automation. Not everything in testing can be done manually, and even the tasks that can be performed manually might take a lot of time. So in many scenarios, you will need to perform test automation, whether this is on the GUI level or the API level or unit testing level. And in this case, mostly you will need a programming language. It is not easy to perform test automation using, for example, a record playback tool or a keyword-driven tool. So those are the main two reasons why do you need to learn programming. So what if you are already familiar with a programming language? Do you skip this section or not? Well, also I don't encourage you to skip this section unless you are already familiar and have an experience in programming with Java, because this is the programming language that we will use in this section. So if you know Java, if you are very good in Java, you can revise it using this section, or you can skip this Java programming section. But if you know another programming language, I encourage you to study this section, even if this programming language is similar to Java, like C# or Python, which are object-oriented programming languages. Also study this section. Why? So why do we need Java? For example, most of developers, when they try to learn programming, they go to Python or JavaScript. If you are working in the embedded industry, you might learn C or C++. So why do we as testers need Java? It is the most widely used programming language by testers. This is because many tools and frameworks in software testing use Java to build or to automate their test solution. So for example, if you need to automate your website, you have a website, a GUI, and you need to automate this website. In this case, you might use Selenium WebDriver. And Selenium WebDriver can be used with many languages. One of them is Java. Also, if you have a mobile application and you need to automate this mobile application, in this case you can use Appium, and Appium also is built on Java. If you need to automate your APIs, we learned how to automate our APIs using Collection Runner in Postman, but what if we have many APIs and we need to iterate through them many times? This is not an easy task to do with Postman. In this case, we use a tool that's called REST Assured, and also REST Assured, which is used for RESTful APIs, uses Java. So if you learn Java in a good way, you will be a very powerful tester. You can automate any type of application. You can automate websites, you can automate mobile apps, you can automate your APIs. All of them with the same language. So that's why Java is the language that we chose in order to learn how to program using it. In the next video, we will begin to learn the very basics of Java programming in order to be able to use it to automate our applications.